It is such a stereotypical Pacific Northwest winter day right now, meaning that it's just raining and cloudy and very like windy and chilly, cozy vibes. So that means this is my desk for today. I mean, not directly related. It more has to do with the fact that I don't have many meetings this afternoon, which is kind of unusual. Usually I'm relatively stacked with meetings, both internal meetings and external, like client-facing meetings, which I always take from my desk because I try and be professional. But otherwise, every once in a while, I actually haven't done a work from bed day in a while. And I was like, oh yeah, I used to do this all the time when I first moved into this apartment. And it's just a really nice, cozy vibe when I'm just like literally catching up on admin stuff like tasks and emails and boring stuff like that. Days like today that I'm so grateful that I get to work from home. I mean, I'm always grateful that I get to work from home. Like every company, every job has its things that you're going to complain about. But being able to work from home has, quite honestly, not to be dramatic, changed my life. I've mentioned a couple times before the job that I'm in now, which I've been in for about 2.5 years. I used to work in retail, furniture retail. So that meant I was on like standing on concrete floors for 8 hours a day, only getting like a 30-minute lunch break and helping people all day long, running around back and forth from like the warehouse and the showroom. And it's so chaotic and so draining to work in those kind of environments. So just feel very lucky to be in the current situation that I'm at now. In an ideal world, maybe someday I will work for myself and decide my own work schedule, which is like the true dream. Because as I was talking about in my last video, I am an inherently very low energy person, or maybe it would be more accurate to say that I feel like my energy comes in really big peaks and dips. So I'll get like a surge of energy and be like really productive for a period of time, and then I have to go into kind of like a rest hibernate mode, which obviously just doesn't work super well with a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 kind of schedule. Obviously I make it work because I have to, but for now, this is a pretty good setup as far as full-time jobs go. I just got back home after acupuncture, which was so good. I've been having a little bit of lower back pain. I think from the gym. I know for a fact it's from the gym. I've been getting progressively heavier in like the weight that I'm doing, like on, I think it's really the leg press machine and hip thrusts, which is great to be like upping my weight. But I do think that I've let my form slip a little bit in like really keeping my core engaged and protecting my lower back. So anyway, my acupuncturist kind of focused on the lower back today. So I was face down on the table, which means that I feel like a zombie when I come out. Like I feel like I look so tired and I kind of still have the lines from the face cradle. But it was really good. And obviously I'm now back in bed because I'm just like so sleepy. And I also feel like there's maybe just something energetically going on in the larger cosmos or something. But yeah, I was supposed to go to the gym tonight. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I've been pretty good about consistently going every other day, but sometimes you just gotta take a day off, and I think today is one of those days. I might order takeout, which I don't do much these days and haven't done for a while. And I think I'm probably going to be just sat right here for the rest of the evening, rewatching Charmed, playing around on Pinterest or something like that. Somebody did specifically ask for a low energy vlog in a comment on my last video. And I was like, what do you guys want to see? This is what that is, I suppose. Let's have a chill, low energy night. So obviously yesterday and last night was like total low energy vibes, but I woke up this morning feeling inspired to try and do something to basically just track and see like, hey, does this increase my energy levels? The first one being to really focus on fiber and protein first thing in the morning, which is why I have my giant plate full of fruits, vegetables, and 2 fried eggs. I know that from like a glucose perspective, it's really important to do that and not like intake carbs first thing in the morning because that can cause like a crash. The one thing that I know I should change, but I just really am being stubborn about and don't think I ever will, is not drinking coffee on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. The way that I've like explained it to all of my medical providers at this point is like, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking cigarettes, I don't really do any drugs. This is my, like, coffee is my vice. And I'm just like I'm so attached to my coffee as a ritual. And I do drink quite a lot of it, but I just have no intention of giving that up. I started seeing my new like naturopath / somatic therapist, I guess. And the main reason I started seeing her was for anxiety and for the fact that I sweat a lot all the time. And of course she was like, have you considered cutting back on caffeine? And I'm like, no. I'm like, yes, I've thought about it. No, I'm not doing that. And she's so sweet. She's like, okay, well, that might be what's causing the problems, but up to you. It's your life. So anyway, that's the main thing I'm doing. And the other thing that I just had like a big intuitive hit about yesterday, which I'm also feeling sad about, is that I feel like I need to cut out gluten, at least for a month, and see how I feel. I feel like if I cut out gluten, I'm going to have more energy. I'm going to be less bloated. And I think I'm going to lose some of the kind of like body fat that I've really been trying to lose. So anyway, I'll keep you updated on that and see how that goes. It's also obviously so gloriously sunny out right now. I love the way that this, you could call this a sun-drenched apartment, and I love it so much. Okay, wrapping up yet another boring work from home day. Pretty uneventful, to be honest. And I'm getting ready to go to the gym, figuring out what the hell to do with my hair, which I just washed yesterday, but looks very dirty. I'm trying to decide if I want to start this whole gluten-free thing immediately. I haven't eaten any gluten yet today. I did order a rice cooker. I just got like a cheap one that still had good ratings, and it's really cute and tiny and my favorite like kind of green color that I'm obsessed with lately. But I just think I'm going to be eating a lot more rice. It makes it feel like one less, slightly less step than like doing it on the stove. But I will say I feel a lot less bloated today than I usually do. Let's go to the gym. It is Sunday. I am just having some breakfast and getting ready to go to the mall. Ugh, going to the mall on a Sunday. Just like, I feel like I'm going to regret it. But the weather's starting to warm up a little bit, which is awesome. But like none of my summer clothes from last year fit me anymore. I've actually already gotten rid of most of them. I did like a big Goodwill drop off last weekend. Just kind of needing some basics for the upcoming summer. I also desperately need underwear, which for whatever reason is like one of my least favorite things to buy. Whatever. It just feels like such a boring thing to spend money on. I did do something yesterday that I'm very proud of myself for doing. I checked out a new climbing gym all on my own. If you are not somebody that deals with anxiety, you're probably like, okay, good for you. If you are somebody that deals with anxiety, doing things like that can be really overwhelming. At least for me personally, my anxiety really manifests in like being very scared to go into new environments alone, especially if I don't know like the lay of the land. Like for me, it's like, well, where is everything located? And like, what's the proper protocol? And like, what if I do something that I'm not supposed to do? Just like really dumb stuff like that. Anxiety is ridiculous, but what can you do? I'm really proud of myself that I actually did it. I've been bouldering a handful of times before. I've always liked it. Very much a beginner, but I do feel like I have kind of a natural knack for it. Like I feel like I have really good balance and really good spatial awareness. So it feels like it comes pretty naturally to me. But I signed up for like a 2-week spring break pass kind of a thing. And I'm going to try and go as many times as I can in the next 2 weeks. And then they like will waive my initiation fee if I decide that I want to become a monthly member, which I do really like the idea of. But here's the thing with the fitness stuff that I'm getting into, which is like so cool that I'm getting into all this stuff and never have before. But I have my women's gym that I go to like 3 to 4 times a week where I lift. That is like $65 a month, which I think is super reasonable for what it is. And then there's the climbing gym, which if I want to do that, that's like $95 a month. And I have my yoga studio that I really like, which has either drop-in options or monthly options. But all of a sudden, I'm like doing the math, and I'm like, how am I going to afford all of these things? So, I don't know. I just need to start making more money, I guess. It's about 11 o'clock right now. I'm going to try and make the mall as quick and efficient an experience as possible, which I'm sure is not what's going to happen, but I really don't want to spend like the whole day there because I do need to go to the gym today. All right, let's go. That was overstimulating. Malls are so overstimulating. What a wild place to be on a Sunday afternoon. It's like 2:30. It was very successful as far as the shopping trip goes, but I need to leave immediately. I'm having like a low blood sugar moment. I do have snacks in my purse that I brought with me, almonds and a Luna bar. But of course I did also have to get a bubble tea. It's my little treat for myself. My treat for spending a shit ton of money. Okay. Time to go home so I can get ready to go to the gym. Well, as you saw, I ended up having 2 bobas in one day, which is wild behavior. Just kind of worked out that way. The poke bowl thing, it has become a kind of a post-gym thing sometimes where I crave it right after the gym. And I always get the bubble tea. So I got that too. And then I only drank like half of it. But I think it's like 8:30 now. I obviously like showered, ate dinner, watched some TV, scrolled on TikTok a little bit. Yeah, definitely didn't do some of the like house chore stuff that I was supposed to do this weekend. Just kind of ran out of time. Quite honestly, gonna go to bed pretty soon. I think I'm gonna watch TV in bed for a little bit. The mall really takes it out of you. I also got some recordings from the gym because I was the only one in there tonight, which has never happened before. I was there during what has now become kind of like the extended Sunday night hours, and apparently Sunday night is not a popular time for the gym. Who knew? So that was kind of funny to have the whole place to myself. Also had the interesting experience today of having very different body images from the dressing room mirrors to the gym mirrors. The dressing room mirrors were doing me big favors today. I felt like I looked great. I feel like they were definitely skinny mirrors. And then the gym mirrors, I was like, damn, look at my cankles. I was like, damn, she chonky. All good. But I don't, oftentimes I'm like, what do I even look like? I have no idea. So yeah, I really got the full spectrum today. I have no idea what the vibe for this vlog is. It's just like a week in my boring life. Is that what I should title it? A week of me doing the same thing I always do. That's about all I got for this one. But I thought I'd do an update on the whole gluten-free situation. I don't think I even made it 3 days. So we'll regroup. Maybe not gluten-free. Let's call it gluten light. I went out to dinner with a friend over the weekend on Saturday, I think, and I just don't think I'm not going to say not possible. Obviously, a lot of people are gluten-free. I actually was gluten-free myself for over a year. Felt great, but my God, was it a boring way to live. I just don't think it's realistically something I will want to maintain when I'm eating out or like at other people's houses and stuff like that. So I think the goal is that I'm just not going to, I'm going to try not to make gluten such a staple in my home cooking. I did also get my cute little rice cooker, which this whole area is like such a gross mess and I really need to like clean this whole area. Here she is. She's cute, she's tiny, and I love it. I think this is going to make it so much easier to do the gluten-free thing at home. I feel like when I make brown rice on the stove, it legitimately takes like 45 minutes. And in this guy, I mean, I didn't time it, but I think it was only like 15 or 20 minutes. So I think that's gonna be great. Hi, Mooney. Hi. I think that might be where I wrap this week up. I have nothing else to say for myself. I don't think. Hold on, let me check. Nope, I can't think of anything. Thank you so much for watching my boring life. I don't know why you are here, but I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you in the next one.